Hey, my name is Vix with JVI Mobile Marketing, and your business is our only business. We got into marketing. It's really an interesting story, I think, maybe not to anybody else. I have kind of a passion for teaching, and I have 25 years of web development experience. So my sales and my web design experience kind of came together in marketing through an unusual channel. I was working as a cell phone rep, and I started teaching people how to use their stupid smartphones. That was actually the name of the workshops that I used to do. What I realized is that there is an entire generation of people who grew up without the internet, and they own businesses, and they have no idea how to tie the technology that's available in with their business, where they've been doing things traditionally for so long, that I realized that there was an underserved population of business owners that needed help with their marketing. I do not niche down because, to me, the thing I love about marketing is the fundamentals, the strategy. And I think it applies across multiple niches. So whether you have an e-commerce business or a brick and mortar, there are differences, but at the end of the day, we're still trying to turn strangers into raving fans. The customer value journey, the path at which they do that may change and will be specific to a business. But I'm just there to facilitate and help those business owners tell me what's working in their business, and then we can come in and fill in the gaps. We've always been more of that fulfillment agency, and in 2020, when we joined the Digital Marketer Certified Partner Program, we really honed in on that upfront strategy. One of the biggest pitfalls was business owners used to ask us to, hey, can you run a Facebook ad? Hey, can you build our website? Hey, can you send out an email? And we would be, yes, yes, yes. We were order takers. But we never had the strategy, and we wondered why we continuously fell flat on our face and failed. The biggest change came when we joined the Certified Partner Program, had these tools and frameworks, and actually now we don't even work with the client until we've put a strategy in place for them, because I don't know what to say to your customer if I don't know what stage of the value journey they're in. I don't know what to say to a prospect if I don't really know what the before and after that transformation is in their avatar, right? In their perfect customer. We always used to lead with the end in mind, but now we reversed it and we're actually starting where we should. We've kind of flipped the script. We have a client right now that has a lighting, LED accent lighting company. And it was exactly what I said earlier. We started without a strategy. We started working with them before I was a certified partner. And we started running ads, and we started doing, working on their website, and started doing all these things. And we're like, where are the sales? And once we started using the certified partner frameworks, the digital marketer frameworks, the customer value journey, we built an avatar, we did a before and after grid, we built out a growth scorecard, we started measuring weekly. Now their sales have been coming in a lot more consistently. And this morning they got a $3,000 order where their average order value is $700. 12 to 18 months is our average client working relationship time. But to get everything started, we do a half-day boot camp. So there's a 90-day growth accelerator program that we've consolidated into a 4 to 5 hour boot camp that will allow us to build out a customer avatar, before and after grid, customer value journey, figure out what metrics are going to be important, and kind of give that to them. So whether they hire us to do it or hire another agency, they can bring that to any other agency. And any other agency would be like, I am so glad you have this, right? But for us, then the process is a 90-day onboarding of implementing the build out of this CVJ in their business, getting all the right assets in place, tools in place, website, right, email nurture sequence, everything that we need to do to get set up, create ads, graphics. And then we go into the retainer phase, where it's that optimize phase. We're kind of tracking numbers, we're having regular meetings, and just trying to make it better, improve it, right? And I think that the overall process is about 12 to 18 months, but we can have a well-oiled machine within 6 months. I would just ask them, how are your sales? Do you want to grow your business? Right? Because that's first. I need to have buy-in from an owner. Like, do they want to grow their sales? Do they want to improve their business? Do they want to go online? And if they indicate that they do, then we can have that conversation. So the way we do it is we'll do a double your sales discovery session, which is really an audit of where they're at and kind of figuring out where their weaknesses, where the opportunities are. And then we kind of begin to explain to them kind of this growth triad, these 3 areas that we're going to need to focus on if we are in fact going to help them with their marketing. So we need to have, in that growth triad, we need to have a customer journey. We need to know what tools and tactics we're going to implement, and we need to know what metrics we're going to track. And if they're still agreeable, then we can start talking about, hey, let's go ahead and let's have this boot camp. We call our boot camp how-to.strategize, and that is prerequisite if we're going to work with somebody. We cannot work with the business, like I mentioned, if we don't know what their strategy is, who their customers, who are we going to be talking to. We can adapt pretty quick once we know all that. Any good marketing agency will be able to. So my biggest piece of advice to somebody just getting started is stop chasing shiny objects. There's always going to be something new. You wake up tomorrow, there'll be a new platform, a new technique, a new tool. Stick with what works. Stick with the basics. Shiny objects are great if they stick around. That's fine. But if we're bouncing from thing to thing, we end up with those half-built bridges, right? We're trying to do this, and then we're like, oh, but somebody told me I need to do this, and we move to that. What's working? And then just build from that and build something. Build a funnel, build a customer value journey, and implement it. And then we can figure out how can you grow with other shiny objects once you have something that's working. And I've made that mistake. I have failed. Sometimes I need to take a bit of my own medicine, but that's what seems to have turned the corner for me, is when I was able to kind of slow down a little bit. It's interesting. We've built a lot of web properties over the years, but at its core, we've always had JVIMobile.com. And like I mentioned, last year we launched howto.agency. So if you're a small business owner looking for just some help, resources, guidance, howto.agency. If you are a small business looking to find and acquire an agency or really dive in, then jvimobile.com is the place to start.